All right, here we go. Night number 4 in our never-ending quest to become the greatest pacifist the world has ever seen. Hoppers proved problematic last time. We're definitely getting some corner spawns here. We're gonna start killing stuff outside the base just because our ballista pile has expanded. Ooh, we got an elite spear duder. Now I'm excited about this because this should just propagate for 7,000 years. It was not as great as I wanted it to be, but they're free, so can't complain. And then over here, do you have volatile? You do. So we should just let loose the dogs of war. Okay. Not that I think we need it. With 4 Fortress Masters, the ballistas are going to be hitting for a lot. Yeah, hitting for like 600 is not terrible. Archers is going to be a little annoying. I think we're going to need to... Let's rotate you around this way. The problem with archers is just that they get close without getting too close. Which is like... I feel like Yoda's saying that, but I'm trying to get these guys back here with that one. Okay, we'll do that. And then really you can come around like this. Huge waste of the incredible propagation capabilities we have, but the diagonal waves are always a little obnoxious for us. Especially diagonal archers are going to have a tendency to require us to take a fair amount of a beating on this side. Okay, we'll move you to here and just... And then I'd rather get these guys sorted out, because I think these guys are going to come in and, you know, everything's going to be fine. But the hoppers do have... I'm hoping that this snags this guy. All right, yep. Propagate being propagate and all. Get the armor going there. Now let's see. How hard are you hitting right now? It says 309 on a crit. Okay, those are all safe. That does 900. Okay, so that... One of the things that we have that's kind of weird is some of our heroes are hitting really, really hard, which is going to make it very dangerous for us to poke. Like, this is a safe attack. And that's all of our... Well, and then this is doing 300. That's too much. 264... That could do exact lethal on a max roll, so we can't do that. All right, I think we're good. We did what we could do there. Some of our heroes are going to become too powerful to be able to plink things down without risk of killing the stuff. Got another elite over here. It's these guys that I'm most concerned about. Come on, just give me the shot. Okay, we have enough movement to get back. How much damage are you doing? 164? There we go. We'll leave that guy there. Hey, Captain Nerd Rage. We're back to our pacifist runs. We're giving it another go. I would have really liked to have gotten this guy sorted, but... And then I think you just need to stand on the corner here so that hopefully the archers don't target the buildings. Okay, I think to be safe, Casper's gonna need to come deal with this. Yeah, so we're doing some like minor modifications. We went a lot harder with our first hero on XP investment. So basically like making sure that our I'll find them in a second here, but our number one hero from the beginning was Noella, and we got up to like 218% XP. So she hit level 13 on night number 2, and then we started doing some recruiting at that point. And we recruited 4 heroes, which was good. And now we're planning on retiring her now that our heroes are high enough level. But yeah, we did that. We changed up our omens, so now we're starting with Omen of Wealth. The thinking there being that it gives us an extra ballista and an extra ballista upgrade on night number 1, which made night number 1 a little more reliable. We again lost our first run on the first night. I'm amazed by how good our panic is. It's about to get bad, but it's at least good for the moment. Now, let's see. Not a lot of archers over here, so I'm gonna kind of tuck myself into this corner, and we're just gonna debuff this guy and hope that he dies next time, because that's all we can really do. You're gonna be here to take that evasion. And I'm gonna hit you with one more of these. So he's down to 90% damage reduction. These Ravagers are getting close, but we still have like a turn on them. And we could probably even give ourselves a little extra time, because I don't think that would get the kill. So let's see. This is going to hit for a maximum of 200 on these guys. So let's just snare them up. And I think that's good. Okay. The elites are a little spooky, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, so the plan for the bosses is that I am changing the way that I am building my heroes pretty significantly. So previously I built my heroes kind of like defensive and passive. And this time around, I'm going to be building real powerhouse heroes so that hopefully we can do enough damage to get them sorted. Now, I think we have a very weird problem here that I'm gonna try a bit of a novel strategy to handle. So the mist guy here is going to cause a lot of problems for our ballistas. So I'm going to wade into the thick of things, I think, with this hero, so that we can push back the mist and we can get our shots off. Now, the enemies move first. Actually, the enemies move first, so we can probably just stand here and we'll be okay. But it's a little nerve-wracking. And then I think... Oh, this volley is hitting for like 400 now, which is okay. So we can do this one more time. We can let them come in. They can't hit us for any damage. So maybe we come around this way. I think this is our biggest danger zone. Why defense when offense? So we're trying to accomplish this run with all of our heroes having 0 kills at the end of it. That's why I'm calling it the pacifist run. So we still have to kill the boss, and we need to kill the boss with catapults, which means that we need to get the boss very, very, very low and then kill them with a catapult. And last time, we couldn't get the bosses low enough to kill both of the weapons on the same turn, which is like the kind of one of the final checks. So this is meant to be a better attempt at that, basically. I really hope that this down here gets the job done. Okay, that was good. That was good. So yeah, so that's the concept. I think we're completely safe now. I don't think there's any way. We're obviously maxing panic, but you know, what can you do? I am not going to go for reliability as a sacrifice for other things or in sacrifice of other things, but when I see it, I'm not mad at it. Patience is a virtue with this game, to be sure. Bacon Magician. Also awesome name, by the way. I fancy myself a bit of a Bacon Magician too. But yeah, I think we should be in relatively good shape, but I do think there's a lot still up in the air. Like one of the things that we ran into last time that I still don't have a great solution for is we got a 6,000 hit point regenerating Twisted, and it just kind of came into our base, and our ballistas never were able to fully kill it. Like I could get it down to like 1 hit point, it would recover back up to 1,000, and then the ballistas would hit it for 700. So opinions on two-handed sword and power staff. They feel like the weakest weapons to me. I think two-handed sword is the weakest weapon. I think power staff is actually shockingly strong. So power staff coupled with a sledgehammer in a stun build is like in an opportunism build, I should say, is like S tier. Because Power Staff's primary attack, debuffing, is like one of the best enablers for opportunism. And then you couple that with the fact that your Scorching Wave is a 3x2 area that does just like insane opportunism damage, and some very good things happen. The walls are closing in. All right. What? Only 2 elite corpses? No, unfortunately, even with like a fully buffed up tome, I was still only getting like 700 damage out of them. So it wasn't quite enough. Now we could go items here because we're almost at the point now. We only need to build 3 more ballistas. Stun builds are super fun, Bacon Magician. I'm not going to be running one that you're really going to be able... Like, unfortunately, the run that you've joined here is not a run that I would recommend anyone emulate. Just because I'm doing some very weird and things that are generally like bad decisions. So let's... But stun builds with opportunism and contamination are extremely potent. Meg looks decent. Clara looks better. I don't really want poison. Poison's not something that I'm super excited about. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and get up to 6 heroes. So to do that, we're going to need to get some... Now... Oh, that actually didn't get us there. And we're at 4 heroes, which means we need to do this. Okay, I think this is going to be another full cash bar, unfortunately. Wait, what did I just... I think I just salvaged the wrong ruin. We've got the wrong trousers. Generally, my archetypes are momentum heroes with inertia and boom. That's an excellent one. Propagation bounces with druid tome, and then two-handed axe stacking health and damage. I would highly recommend Bacon Magician if you haven't already watched it. I have a build guide video that will give you a few more options. I've recently come around to think that if you want to go for a poison build, you're probably better off going... Yes, proximity shot is amazing on momentum with pistol. That's a great point. But you're probably better off for poison builds going multi-hit and dagger. They are insane. But I think multi-hit crit is probably the single most broken archetype in the game. Like if you want the singularly strongest heroes, you're not going to get any better than that. Let's see. Of these two, I mean, I think I just go for like raw levels here and go for Clara at 12. She looks fine. Yeah, so one-hand crossbow plus dagger is very, very strong for applying poison. You can stack up a ton of poison. With Septic Shock, you're also getting stun off when you double apply poison. And with Epidemic, you're applying Contagion, which allows you to spread stun. So it's like everything comes together on that build to be staggeringly powerful. I'm not excited about Opportunism. I think I'm going to roll this once. We got a trader who's defensive, wizard. I'm probably gonna take Wanda here. I think I want more heroes that have kind of like crit style builds, and then I think we're just gonna wait to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But one of our heroes needs to be replaced, so I think I'm gonna start going for some gear. Well, do we have anything that we want to buy in here? More tomes are good. How many knights do we have left? We have 3 knights left. What did we pick up out of these? There's our sledgehammer. That's fantastic. So we'll pick that up for sure. I'll roll this one, though. That cracked crystal is cracked. Another 30% stun. That means that our stunner is going to be landing stuns. So I like that a lot. Let's get Chiara hooked up. Then we can pick up a tome. Now, does Weakening Touch get any better? It does not. So there's not much value in buying higher level tomes right now. But I'll grab this one. Because Wanda can use a tome. This can get sold. No, I think Specialist is a trap Bacon Magician, generally speaking. As strong as 50% damage is, I mean, you can also get 50% damage. Where's our hero that has mana growth and magic fuel? We're getting like 30% damage off of magic fuel right now. Like, damage is a lot easier to come by than additional actions. I think that's what it boils down to. Let's grab 3 items here. Why not? And then with our last 4, I think I will get gold with these so that we can get just a little more bang for our buck. Yeah, the Sanguine version of Magic Fuel is extra good. Focus Ring 2, not that interesting. These are kind of a bust for us in our current form. Another Sledgehammer is good. I mean, it's not great. I was gonna say Power Staff would be better. But this Holy Ring is quite nice. I'm taking XP items now because I figure we'll probably pivot later on to different things. But like Noella, more AP there is fine. You can have back that. You can take a bit of XP because we don't care about reducing our levels. Speaking of levels, let's do our levels. So Noella, keep stacking that XP. For the time being, literally just going to keep pushing that direction. I'll take a bit of damage because she wasn't hitting too hard. And I'll take the armor because I think at some point our people are going to start getting poked a bit more. So you're a propagation person. I don't mind taking more crit. What's reducing your crit so much? Oh, you have a trait. Okay. And then I'll take magic damage because we can't rely on isolation on the boss because we don't have the ability to make the boss isolated, which is never fun. I'll take magic damage. Show me just regular damage. How about? No? Alright, bit of resistance isn't the worst thing in the world. Now, I need to know where you are on stun. You're over cap on stun. Just barely though, so that's good. So we can stop picking up stun on this hero. We'll start taking some opportunism damage. No, you're fine. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep the game moving well also. I feel like Night Owl never feels bad. Night Owl, I think, is kind of lackluster, honestly. I think that it comes in just a little too late to be really, really exceptional. I almost always find that I get more bang for my buck out of other things. Now let's see. What is Wanda becoming when Wanda grows up? I think Wanda could become kind of like a multi-hit hero. The problem is we don't have a place to dump multi-hits. I don't think we can build multi-hit, actually, now that I look at it and think about it. Grab those two. Yeah, we need big numbers, but like Crit Master ain't it, unfortunately. We go Fortress Master, we'll go Big Game Hunter, and I'll go Mana Collector, but we need something that's doing big single target damage. I think that's the big problem. Are we really going to be able to fire off Flexibility? Flexibility is great from a damage perspective, but we might be better off with Blink. I think we need the mobility more, unfortunately. Oh, and we can get both, so we'll do both. Okay, so a little bit of defensive stats wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here. I think we'll be building some crit, so I'm not. In fact, let's do some work over here on the primary side. See how we build up. Oh, these rolls are just bad. Sure, I'll go crit over damage because then we can pick up crit power, which is like a secondary damage ability. We're already at 11 there, I think. We could have gone Magic Fuel, but we didn't. Little disappointed I skipped over Magic Fuel, but can't say no to a blue damage increase. I'll take some reliability. But crit power is king for this hero. These are pretty good. Our secondary attribute upgrades are pretty solid. I'm liking that we're getting some base of magic damage. Skill range of 2 is like 2 free movement, so I'm not going to complain about that. And then we need to rename this hero. We'll say this hero is a crit hero. Okay, we've gotten the gear that we're going to get. We get one more of these. And then we have 95 to spend. We had another tome that we can buy. I like that. The eye patch was also... It caught my eye, but... Gosh, everybody has a tome? It's pretty good. Noella's going to run out of runway here on levels pretty soon, I suspect. But you have a lot of AP, so we'll have Casper take double tome. for now. And then... I don't think I want... I think I want to put one mounted ballista here. Trying to keep ourselves relatively round. It is a weird base. Don't get me wrong. There we go. So that's max catapult. That's max ballistas. But having the ballistas concentrated like this is don't underestimate it. So now we're gonna store up our materials. So let's just do another night. I think we'll be fine. I'm not super concerned about it. So this is a boss wave? This might be a boss wave. All right, everybody's huddled around, so let's keep on moving. It is a boss wave, okay. When hope falters, I rise. Certainly. Oh, the Bacon Magician, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Now, Casper here is other than being a friendly ghost, has more weakening curses to dole out than sense, it seems. There we go. Now you over here. Mostly concerned about the archers. The archers are the ones that are going to mess with us. Everything else should be fine. Okay. I should buy some health potions also. We're going to be playing a bit of Ring Around the Rosie with those orbs, unfortunately. Oh no, not 200 armor. Whatever will we do? Still devastate them is the short answer. Okay, we got our first bulky coming in on the right. I will say I've also been leaving up corpses, which has had a more positive effect than I expected. Gary Kasparov. That is, I wouldn't say that's a deep cut, but that's a good call. Let's see now. What are you immune to? Poison? Get stunned. Now, do you have volatile? Yeah, well, you have volatile, so we'll just kind of like click and pray. That the number of enemies that are getting covered by those is very satisfying. Let's see, who else still has actions? Now, we did learn that we can't shoot these singularities. They do count as kills if we kill them. You're going to come into here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are safe from you, so we'll just chill on that. You are fine. We could rotate you over to here. This will increase the damage that's coming in on this bulky, so that's probably worth it. Because he's going to come into here. He may not die, but we'll see. We're gonna shift some of our focus over here. Pistol is one of my favorite weapons too, Bacon. Yeah, the momentum change was great, and pistol was just like chef's kiss. It was such a perfect rework of a weapon, like perhaps one of the best that I think I have ever experienced in the last spell. They really did some amazing work on it. Okay, so you're going to be here. That makes you safe. Do I want to try and stun the bulky? Or do I just want to let the bulky come in and die? I might just want to let the bulky come in and die. Because one of these is going to mean that the bulky is doing 0 damage. Congratulations. You played yourself. And then I think I'll just move back like this and probably hit you with one of these. There we go. The bulky can still stun. That would be the one caveat there. So he's going to move to here. So you need to back up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That makes you safe. You move over to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we can actually stand here safely. This is the problem with stun, is I can stun these guys, but this guy's not going to get hit necessarily. Then I think we can just hit this with another round of debuffs. We're not standing in any lava. Lava being adjacency to singularities. Okay, we're good. So this wave comes as like has a U-shaped trough in its distribution of enemies. So we'll see the next wave start to enter after this turn, I believe. That's how you handle bulkies and literally everything else apparently. Wow. We're really cruising on this one. Oh, immunity to debuff means that's not going to do much. The Buzzsaw indeed. Larius, every time I see your username, I think of Larian Studios and Baldur's Gate, which incidentally is coming real soon. There's a couple of things I need to figure out about that game. Not the least of which is that apparently there's like nudity in it, and I don't know how stream friendly it's going to be and if they're going to have options for that. But I really want to play it. I'm very excited about Baldur's Gate. I have not played BG3. I have intentionally saved myself because I'm excited about it. I played Baldur's Gate 2 when I was a younger man than I am today. But yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, no. I have never... I've kept myself completely spoiler-free, and I'm pretty excited about it. Let's see, we can move you to here. Now do you have volatile? You do, nice. So let's... There we go. Get absolutely wrecked. And I'm feeling good. This wave has gone exceedingly well. Let's see. We're definitely not standing in this one. All right. This is my gift. That is what that voice line says, by the way, in case you were curious. Oh, we might take a stun. I think I slacked a bit on the on counting here. That or we're one off. Oh, it looks like we're one off. He'll come in and he will die. Are you guys debuff immune? No, you're not. Your first APOC 2 run on Elderlicht after your recent video. It finally made sense why I struggled so heavily on Night 9. It throws so many elites by default mixed with the bulkies and the twisted. When you're unlucky, it's just rough. 100% Zwerg, 100%. So glad to hear it. So you made a copy of the spreadsheet and you kind of like went in and did your due diligence. That's insanely cool to hear. I had a lot of fun making the sheet, and I'm just over the moon if it's actually proving useful to people. Oh, amazing. That's the best. Truly the best. Let's see. So how many ballistas? You're in line for one ballista. It might be worth letting the chip damage go in so I don't have to worry about... I probably should have let him come in because he's already fully debuffed. It'll probably be okay. But yeah, the character arc for the twins I think is really interesting. So the way that I've read it is that they kind of played good cop, bad cop with us, trying to convince us that there was a good and an evil, when in reality they're both just kind of like hungry for power, and they saw us as like the conduit for that evolution type of thing. So let's see. So you can move to here. Keep that guy under wraps. But yeah, I really like the way that the twins were portrayed in this game, and I like that they became kind of like the final boss. It felt very fitting to me that they were. But yeah, I think they lied to us, and I kind of dig that. I think there are a lot of great examples. Like the original first one that I was ever introduced to is Holden Caulfield in Catcher in the Rye. Was what is referred to as an unreliable narrator. He made statements that were like provably false to the audience. And then another great one is The Usual Suspects, which I will not spoil for those who have not seen The Usual Suspects. Go watch The Usual Suspects right after stream. Hang around for stream and then go watch The Usual Suspects. It's a great movie. Yeah, stunning that bulky was probably in error. Just because it meant that the bulky died outside instead of inside. Oh, you don't have... Whoopsie daisies. That hero doesn't have volatile. My bad. That explains why this didn't go crazy and just like coat all of them in a layer of extreme weakness. Let's see. You're safe. This is safe. It's a little unclear how much they're cooperating. Freud does not seem to like her compatriot at all. I think that if they had succeeded in their quest, and this is, we're in heavy speculation at this point, but if they had succeeded in their quest, I suspect that they have been feuding forever. Oh, 100% Zwerg. I agree. Don't Panic has a lot of strength for normal corpse strats. Obviously what I'm doing right here is not normal corpse strats. Although it doesn't look that different, but... But yes, I think Don't Panic is exceptionally good for strats like this, where you're hitting a lot of enemies there. Oh, Pallone, we're kind of all over the place, if I'm being honest. We were talking about the twins and the fact that they kind of like lie and deceive us during the course of the game, and then have this kind of like weird... reveal in the final map where you're kind of like, interesting. And we're also talking about who is Kaiser Soze? Indeed. Only Verbal Kent has seen him, right? With a little more micromanagement, we might have been able to keep our panic level down a little bit, but I think we're okay. Oh, did I miss one of these? Oh, phew. I thought for a second there I messed up. Nothing feels worse than accidentally detonating a singularity. That's a bad for business. Whew. All right. Look at that. Not even max panic. our pacifist run and not even max panic. All it takes is one misclick where I press a 1 instead of a 2, and and our run is over. So I should remain vigilant and not think too much about the usual suspects. Well, that's an annoying place for one of those to show up. We have 6 enemies left on the board. We have 1 enemy left on the board. Okay, we'll run around this way. You're safe. You're safe. You're safe. Okay. We might be a little close to you. How big is your range? Nah, we're safe enough. That, it can happen. It can happen. Oh, you just... This guy is just living his best life over here. This archer is just, like, soaking up all the buffs. Has, like, 600 HP, which actually could prove problematic. I'm gonna try and bait him in. Can you, right now... Yeah, you need to take a few steps forward and then hopefully you die. No risk there, no risk there. That's awkward. Not really awkward. This guy is the super. Okay, he's not gonna last that long, but you need to move because now you're standing in lava. Other than that, I think we're safe. This is my gift. Okay. Whew. All right, we did the thing. Noella is just demonstrating the power of XP gain. We have a parallel wave. Now we have the words to describe such things. These parallel waves are generally pretty spicy. But let's see. First things first, in the inn. Oh yeah, in the inn we need to increase hero capacity. On Noella, a lot. Noella is currently sitting at 248% XP along with defensive training. So she is our XP engine. That's kind of like, that is her job. Sniper, treacherous, smoker. I don't actually mind this hero. I was thinking longbows are probably pretty darn good for our purposes. So let's see. Let's get one of those. Which hero was that? Ingrid? Ingrid's gonna require us to do pop one more corpse mountain. Well, let's do, we know that we have more workers than we need. So let's do a couple of these to get Ingrid on the crew. But yeah, we want large single target damage. That's the thought. So we're at 6, but before we retire, we do want Noella to get replaced, and that's going to be at the end of next night. We're stacking up. We're going to build, I'm going to try building walls this time to protect the ballista. Yeah, I do think longbow is a good one for ballista shenanigans. We probably want to get one thing that we haven't picked up that we probably should be on at least some heroes. I'll do it on Ingrid, is I'll remind myself, let's get resupply so we can resupply a catapult just in case we run out. Let's see, Noella. We're just going to stack more XP on Noella because that's the only thing she's doing, really. Big damage, though, is fine. little bit of armor just so nobody... Don't want anyone dying. A terrible death. Okay, Grigory. Grigory is propagation. That's what P stands for, propagation this time around. We should get someone who can enable opportunism also. Let's see, we want more crit on you. Yeah, I listed you as crit, and your crit is horrifically bad. Gotta work on that. Once we start getting some gear, maybe that will improve. Chiara's our stunner, but we can afford now to start picking up lots of damage. I think Chiara is going to be a monster, as a side note. Just eyeing those stats right now, and I'm like, she's potentially going to put up some serious numbers. Wanda actually has decent crit. It's got to be skill range. And now Ingrid. Let's do Ingrid's perks first. I'll go cherry picking First Blood. That we might. First Blood is not that useful if we're only hitting bosses. I probably shouldn't be taking it, honestly. I'll take resupply. I'll take longer weapons. Let's grab these two. And then we'll grab Opportunism, Fortress Master, and Don't Panic is not good for killing bosses. I think it's probably Night Owl. Okay. And we want lots of damage. Don't know that magic damage is the way we're going. I might pick up a rifle and go range damage on this hero. Trying to fish for some better ones here. We do need a bit of accuracy. I do need to remember that we also need, all of our heroes need to be able, or some of our heroes need to be able to weather the mirror shield from Bliss Snatch also. That's going to be non-trivial. I may have under-indexed on defensive stuff this time around. We'll see. If we take 90 damage and we get the one shot, like, that's okay. But we can't one shot. We have to remember. We need to be doing less than their total health. It's a very delicate balance. Trying to do enough damage without doing too much damage. Also, the crit power that we've been getting here has been extremely spicy. All right, we got a bit of reliability there. But yeah, we're going to need to get... I'm going to try and buy a bunch of potions, I think. Now, we have 4 Corpse Mountains still to salvage. Do we want to start getting gear? I think we'll have enough money to replace our hero, so I think it's a good idea. Because right now we're floating a lot of materials, so the value proposition on the materials half of the salvage is pretty underwhelming. And we'll get a lot of money from going through this gear too. Having a momentum hero would have been interesting. I probably should have checked everybody. Did I miss anybody who was like the perfect momentum hero? No. No. Yes. Well, we care... See, momentum is hard because the refund skills actually aren't that useful, now that I think about it. Because you're not going to be able to... Like, you want inertia, but that's kind of the only one. The scepter still just hits hard, so I like the idea of picking it up. Some resistance reduction, a blood crystal. This is probably a roll for us. The Swift Elven boots aren't terrible though. Actually, I'm gonna grab those. We're a little starved for trinkets. Better longbow, doesn't seem terrible. Stacking a bunch of dodge is also very good for us. Might just take this to sell, because it's bonkers. Yeah. I don't mind a Druid Staff for having some roots for places where we get into kind of like awkward situations. Love the rogue armor here. I think that's very good for us. Can't say no to a warp crystal. We need more mobility than we've had previously. Worse than the one that we have. Sells for 40, so I think I'm just gonna go for it. And then there's the rifle that I said I might want. You can probably get a level 5 one. I think another tome is probably better right now. Okay, let's distribute some goodies. For now, we can put those on you. Noella's getting retired. We have like no one that's using one-handers, I will say. That's like one of the problems that I think we have. Who's our mana fuel person? It's you, right? Yeah. Actually, this is an XP item. We don't have to sack it on Noella. The two-handed swords always look so cool, but I can never put them to good use. Yeah, they don't really work out to great advantage. I guess what I'll do is I'll put like this on you. Well, you have volatile, who's our hero who doesn't have volatile? But is using tomes. It is you, who I just didn't give volatile to for some reason, but we'll give you that and that so you can kind of become more mobile. And then I think Noella, we can swap that out. This is for sale. Casper's supposed to be a crit person, so we'll give them that. And then all this is going to get sold. And just looking at it, I think Shopkeeper's Friend is, at least the first level, would be worth it. How close are we, sale-wise? One off, of course. Let's just sell this leather cap. We'll find better eventually. So we're going to spend 30 here. I think we just barely recouped our sale there. But we can pick up this sweet rogue hood. Sure. Get you some more crit. Okay. Now I think we're just pooling. We're gonna go 3 and 3. So I think I'll put you over here, you over here, you and you here and here, and then you and you. Who's the one who has? You're the one who has the bad propagate. So do I want you over here? That means we have 2 good propagators on this side. That's probably fine. I'm not super worried about this knight. We have 40 gold left. Let's see if there's anything else of interest. Nah, everything is too expensive. I did say health potions. Don't see any. But yeah, I'm going to try and get health potions tomorrow night. Okay. We do have one more house that could be upgraded, but we have failed to do that. All right, let's just press forward. What is the mana pool cap? That's an interesting question. It is 140 max mana. So that means that the max that you'll get out of magic fuel is like, what, 40%? Right? Bring out the calculator. And it is 30% of, so 120 times 0.3. It's 36%. Wait, that's what we're already at? Oh, because we're at 120. At 140, sorry about that. Where'd the calculator go? There it is. So 140 times 0.3, 42% is the most that you'll ever get out of magic fuel. That's a lot. That's almost as much as specialist without a massive downside. All right, let's press forward. All right, night number 6 of this pacifist run.